Well, speaking of Petr Cech, goalkeepers really have become hot property this summer. It seems everyone is in the market for a new number one. Our reporter Adam Reed is here to discuss some other keepers in the news. And one who could actually be staying put is Hugo Lloris.
Yeah, this is an interesting one, Matt. A big setback, a big blow for Hugo Lloris. Spurs announced on their website yesterday that Hugo Lloris had fractured a bone in his wrist. It didn't say how the injury actually came about, but it's a big blow for the goalkeeper, and he's also their captain. The knock-on effect from that is that he's been linked with a move to Manchester United, so that may then in turn delay any bid from Man United. And then the further point of that, then United, who have had their own goalkeeper linked with a move to Real Madrid, David De Gea, that then may hold up things there as well. So there's a real sort of cat and mouse waiting game in terms of goalkeepers around at the moment.
There really is, isn't there? Chelsea, they lost a keeper earlier in the summer, of course, Petr Cech, but they've moved quickly to replace him, haven't they?
Yeah, this is another one that sort of furthers that domino effect that we're talking about. Chelsea sold Petr Cech to Arsenal, and they've acted by bringing in a real top quality goalkeeper. They brought in Asmir Begovic for around £8 million from Stoke. It's thought that Begovic is going to kind of be more of a backup to Courtois, who obviously kept Petr Cech out of the side last season. We can have a look at the two goalkeepers now. They played a similar amount of games in the Premier League last season, but Courtois having considerably more clean sheets than his now rival, but it could see some real competition because Begovic, there's no question about it, he's a Bosnian international, he's a real quality goalkeeper, so at the very least he will provide competition for Courtois, but then again Courtois saw off the challenge of Petr Cech.
Absolutely. Let's go back to Manchester United. Victor Valdez, he's not been there that long, he's hardly played any games. Could he be on his way out, do we think?
Well, this is a very odd one. Like you said, he's only been there since January, and Manchester United have set off on their pre-season tour. They've gone to America, but not with Victor Valdez. He's been at home. He didn't make the squad. They've taken David De Gea, who obviously, as I said, has been linked away, but he's travelled, and has Anders Lindegaard, the backup goalkeeper. This is where Victor Valdez has been. He's been at Carrington. He tweeted this morning after a hard training session this morning. I'm working hard for the new season. Come on, you Reds. So maybe a little bit of just a reminder, shall we say, that Victor Valdez is saying, I'm still here, but for how much longer?
For how much longer, we'll have to wait and see. Adam Reed, many thanks. Carlos Tevez received a rapturous welcome as he was paraded as a Boca Juniors player once again, following his move from Juventus. Thousands of fans, including Diego Maradona no less, came out to greet the returning striker in Buenos Aires. Listen out too for his little dig at the European media. Adam Reed has more.
A hero's welcome for the returning Carlos Tevez, back in Argentina and back at Boca Juniors after 11 years away. 40,000 fans packed into the famous La Bombonera Stadium to see the striker, who feels he's finally home after spells in Brazil, England and Italy.
There is no better day than this. It doesn't compare with anything.
And it seems the happy homecoming has more to do with just football for Tevez.
Firstly, because these are my people. Secondly, because I don't have to speak English nor Italian. And thirdly, because I'm among family. I can make mistakes and they won't say anything.
There was even a special message from arguably Argentina's greatest ever player, Diego Maradona, expressing his joy at having Tevez back. He moved back to Boca after winning a domestic double with Juventus and helped them to the Champions League final. And despite being 32, he still believes he has a lot to offer.
I'm returning in my prime. I'm not blaming anything because truthfully, I'm returning when I said it's time. I am ready. I would not have returned at 26. At 26, I was fatter than everyone else. And as you all know, I am better than ever physically and mentally. And it was the right time to return.
Fans got a brief look at Tevez back in Boca colours and will hope there really is no place like home for their returning hero. Adam Reed, TRT World.